Today, I'm going to play Fred Weasley in a game of chess.
George, James here. George, thank you very much for letting me be a part of this video. Sounds absolutely fantastic. Big well done as well, by the way.
That's right, the actor James Phelps, who plays Fred Weasley in the Harry Potter movies, we are going to get to play him in a game of Harry Potter chess. You see, I'm a complete Harry Potter nerd. I've read all of the books and watched all the movies, and I'm definitely Team Gryffindor, just like Fred Weasley. I also love playing chess. So today we're gonna merge them together and build a Harry Potter chess set. Here's the thing, in the first movie, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, you see Ron Weasley being really good at the game of chess, and it actually saves them in one of their scenes. But the truth is, his older brother Fred actually taught him everything he knows about chess and is the true chess master. Therefore, I've made it my goal to get his attention and play him in a game of chess so that I can also prove to myself that I am a chess master. But before we can play him in chess, we need a chess set. Therefore, I'm gonna make a chess set completely out of epoxy resin. But this is extremely difficult because epoxy is really hard to work with, and there's a lot of fine details in these Harry Potter chess pieces. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna come out with the detail. So we're just gonna have to try and see if it works. I'm first gonna try using a molding process to make this chess set out of epoxy resin. To do this, I actually needed chess pieces that already existed, and I bought this cheap set off of Amazon of Harry Potter chess. To make these molds, I needed a lot of the silicone mold mix, which is very expensive and drove up the cost of this project a lot right off the bat. I made these little containers out of this paper poster board that the pieces will get to fit into. And I made sure to cut it as close to the actual dimensions of the pieces as possible. That way I wouldn't have a lot of wasted silicone mix. This epoxy project took a lot of time because resin takes a while to cure. And if any part needs to be redone, that just adds more time onto the original plan. Luckily, I was able to hot glue together some of these molds, which ended up saving some time for us. But little did we know that this was just the start of it all. Now, before pouring the epoxy, I actually struggled trying to take out the Amazon chess pieces from the silicone mold. It set a little bit too well. I had to use a knife to cut a slit down the molds to help me release the actual Amazon pieces. Unfortunately, this comes back later to bite me down the road. Huge shout out to Total Bolt. Thank you guys for sending us this thick set epoxy. This is perfect for making these type of molded chess pieces. It allows us to pour an actual mold that is this thick without it overheating too much. However, it actually takes several days for the entire thing to set, which again adds more time. Remember when I said that I had to actually cut a slit down the silicone molds? That's what was necessary to actually make these molds, and a lot of leakage came from it. Unfortunately, it was hard to keep the silicone molds together well after that point, and a lot of the epoxy ended up seeping through these cuts, which became a huge mess. But in every single one of my epoxy projects, I always expect spillage because I don't think I've ever had one epoxy project where there hasn't been epoxy spilling or leaking out somewhere I wasn't expecting it. So I just taped this with some clear tape, and that kind of solved the problem, and I was able to move forward. However, we didn't have a lot of time to get this project done, so we ended up pulling out the epoxy molds with the absolute minimum amount of curing time on the label, which I really didn't know if these were going to be set yet or not. You see, different types of resin take different amount of time to cure, and that also varies based off the thickness of your pour, the temperature, and whatever else is happening throughout the day that could affect your actual pours. I didn't have time to sit around and wait, so let's pull these out and see how it looks. Now, these pieces actually came out really nice. The detail of them is extremely impressive. However, the silicone molds, as I was taking these out, started tearing apart in small pieces. I knew already it was not going to be repeatable. There's no way to actually pull these out and use those molds over and over again to make the several amount of chess pieces I need to fill out one board, and if I make more of them later down the road, it just wouldn't work. So although these details came out great, we're going to have to find another way, and I think I have an idea for that. So now that I've tried making these epoxy chess pieces using a silicone mold and pouring epoxy straight into those molds, I'm actually going to try a different way now and see if it works out better. This is a resin 3D printer, and this is a wash and curing station. Now, before I explain to you how these machines are going to help us build this awesome chess piece set, I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Current. I actually bought both of these machines using my new Current card. Current is the new way to manage your money entirely on your phone with just an app and a debit card. Just like this one right here. Not only was I able to go and buy normal purchases for my business like these two new machines, I was also able to send money to my editor who edited this video that you guys are watching right now. Hey Jenny, really excited for this video edit. I just sent the payment over on Current. Can you check if you got it?
Sure. I got it.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks. I'm really excited for this video. It's going to be a good one, Jenny. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
Without being able to buy these machines with my new current card, I wouldn't be able to make these resin epoxy chess pieces that you're gonna get to see at the very end of this video. That's because this machine right here will actually take resin and form it into the shape of all of my Harry Potter chess pieces. And this machine right here will wash them clean and then cure them so that they are ready to be used for the chess set. Make sure you guys click the link in my description to learn more about Current, and also make sure you guys download the app. Thanks again to Current. All right, let me show you these two machines in action. Check it out. All right, now that we've got the chess pieces, it's time to build the chess set. But again, we're gonna make this completely out of resin. And this proved to be as challenging as making the actual pieces. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but honestly, I wasn't too sure what the best way to do it was with the amount of time we had remaining. I considered pouring out long blocks of resin, cutting them up, gluing them back together, and then cutting them up again to fit into all these squares for the chess pieces, but there just wasn't enough time for this. Therefore, I'm gonna try using a hack I came up with. I ordered these baking sheets from Amazon that actually have these 2" by 2" squares in them. This was a bit risky because they're about 1" deep, and epoxy really starts to heat up when you're pouring them that thick. But I had to take this risk because I really wanted to make sure that we had this done in time to play Fred Weasley in a game of chess. I poured 2 colors, black and white, keeping it traditional, but the pigment I used ended up having a lot of sparkle to it, which I really liked towards the end of this. But the challenge is, after this all dried, they are now 2" by 2" individual squares at different depths based off how well the pour went. And now I have to figure out a way to connect these all and make it all smooth and actually look like a chessboard. I struggled here between actually making a frame out of wood, where the wood would be a cross grid section and these pieces would just fit right in. But I really wanted this to be completely resin and really have that wow factor at the end. Therefore, I ultimately decided to build a mold out of wood that was 16" by 16" where I could set all of these in, pour clear epoxy from the bottom so that it sticks all together, and it would also fill any spaces that might have gotten screwed up or any imperfections. But then after that was done drying, I noticed there's still parts of it that are not as level or straight. Therefore, I took it and put it onto my CNC machine to flatten it all out nice and smooth. This isn't done just yet. We had to put a final touch on this to make it really pop, so I added some Total Bolt varnish right on top to make it shine really nice. All right, James, it's time for a game of chess. I'll start with pawn to e3.
Okay, George, this looked absolutely fantastic. I'll start off with, let's go bishop to a3.
Rook to g1.
Oh, good one. I'm already panicking. I'll go, let's be good. Let's do pawn to a2.
Knight to e5.
Knight to h3. Hey! And that, my friend, is checkmate. Dude, it looks absolutely fantastic. Huge well done. And you can see the amount of work and detail that you went into this. Huge congratulations. Thanks again, mate. Bye.
You got me, James. Good game, mate. Hopefully next time I'll get you. Since Ruby and I obviously both still need to learn chess to beat James next time, I got her a new toy to help us learn for next time.
Ruby, you want a new toy? You want a new toy? Sit. Good girl.
Thanks as always for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and catch you in the next one. Peace.